In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the Franklin Township was made by posting on the bulletin board in the municipal building, posting on the township's website, and electronically transmitted to the officially designated newspapers, indicating that this meeting will take place in person at 7 o'clock on November 17th, 2025. Okay. So that's the opening statement. I have a couple of things on the chair report I want to mention. Attendance, roll call. Yes, roll call comes from. Okay, Walter?
Here.
Robin?
Here.
Stan?
Present.
Ellen?
Present.
Easy. Here. Ted? Here. Maria?
Here.
Arnold?
Here.
Me? Here. Tara? Here. Ed's not here. Okay. Okay, so got rid of roll call. And then the chair report. I received a recent email from the U.S. Green Building Council. And I think it's an interesting opportunity for Franklin and the EC. They now have a program to certify cities. LEED for City Certification Cohort is a local government moving toward certification. This is version 5 of the LEED system. This book this book here that I have, this is the foundation of the LEED business. I was on this committee for 8 years to write this book. And all the subsequent versions all came from this. And anybody can see the details on materials, and I worked on the materials section, but there's all sorts of stuff in there. I've sent an email to Mark Healy about this opportunity, asking for a meeting and or conversation. Also would come under Ed Potosnik, because he's an this would require data acquisition and analysis, change to the master plan. It will also require a budget, because there are fees involved. There are regular meetings, and perhaps bringing in a certified USGBL, EGBC, lead practitioner. I never got certified, because I was writing the thing. And I never felt I needed to certify what I was writing. So I never got certified. I've sent an email I did send an email this morning to USGBC, asking for some contact and additional information. Because these two sheets give you some idea, but it's not all the details. The Claremont School was built to LEED standards. So there is some expertise in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
LEED gold, they had said they couldn't afford LEED platinum.
no, I said it's fees. There's a lot of fees involved. If we proceed, it would be a significant project, but will enhance the township reputation and desirability. And it's a good thing.
Bravo.
So I brought this just to give people some idea. This is some of the things that, in the years that I was with them, green building and all this kind of thing.
Let's hope Mark Healy responds encouraging.
Yeah, if not, I'll give him another phone call, because I've got another issue. Canal Walk wants me to help them get some rocks in the gullies along Weston Road between Metlers and Elizabeth, because it's very narrow. We don't want to change the destination. That's got to stay scenic byway. But when there's a truck coming this way and you're going that way, you tend to move this way, and the road is so narrow, people fall off the edge. So the solution maybe is to just fill the gullies with some rocks or something, so you have something. So also, as part of the ocean, which this I didn't tell you, I want to thank Arnold and Ed and for the comments that you made against the pipeline. I read those, and that was very good. Also, I went to Jersey Mike's and Moe's to look at this stuff also. I left they took a picture, and he was going to talk to the owner. And at Moe's, she took one of the sheets. So now I don't have enough sheets.
We got lots of
I figured you did. So I did, and there's more there. There's an Indian restaurant, and there's a Chinese restaurant as well that do takeout.
Yeah, great.
So anyway, I know you were doing all that stuff, and I figured I'd chip in a little bit.
Great.
So that's my opening remarks. But it could set us on an interesting path. It will be a lot of work. It's not even that simple. There are quarterly meetings of mayor cohorts and, whatever. And if you go to them, there's an expense. So the budget won't be enough to cover it as it is. And that's why we need Mark and Ed.
I have a question. If the town moves into that direction,
Yes.
and they choose, they prepare a cohort that attends the 12
You
meetings.
saw that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started with Maria.
Oh, yeah, that I followed up.
Yeah.
And then I read about an $8,000 fee.
Is it that much? I didn't realize that.
I read the packet. The information. Does that means that at the end, Tara, we have the township has to pay that? Okay.
That's what it looks
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be very interesting to see if perhaps our Clean Communities money might be able to help.
That's a possibility.
Of course,
Yeah.
but,
Potentially.
There is some
yeah.
grant money also to do this.
So I want to give some context to this.
Yes.
I started with not dealing with them. Remember when I mentioned that I was doing those training for teachers in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
2 summers ago. So they were involved in that with climate generation.
Sure.
So I was volunteering doing that. So they offered to the facilitators first the Green Classroom Professional Certificate that I took and I passed. And then they kept me in the same email, and that's what I'm receiving these things.
That's why you got it.
That's the reason. So one thing led to the other one. This is bigger than I thought I could, you know.
It's very big.
So McKinsey, Mindo, she emailed me back saying, I told her, we don't know what the town is going to decide. And she said, thank you for letting me know. I would also like to introduce you, and the town, the people that get into cohort to our Vice President of Sustainable Cities, as well as Paul Wesser, who is based in Connecticut. And then I told her, it will be determined today. And she said in another email, well, if they accept to go into this, I can meet with the team or one-on-one, or have a one-on-one conversation with.
To know what's involved.
Yes, so if this is, I don't know what the decision is going to be, let me know so I can then forward an intro email with McKinsey and Tara and, the parties that are going.
There are 2
Yes,
cities in New
absolutely.
Jersey that have done this. Hoboken and Woodbridge.
Should be Woodbridge.
Yeah.
Woodbridge and
You said it was
Hoboken.
Newark?
Yeah, in the list, they only have Newark.
Oh, I didn't see Newark. I went on the website, and
Smart cities.
there was a whole list
Oh,
of towns and cities.
packet, because in the
Yeah, I have the packet up, but I didn't see the other city either. I didn't see Hoboken either.
Yeah, Hoboken was listed.
So that's how I got into that, and then I said, okay, my God, this is too big. I don't know how to handle this. It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
It is. So I hope that,
So it's something to see what happens. Well, maybe we set up a
And
meeting.
we've talked about the master plan, we talked about it
That's
at the
right.
meeting, that it could help make that happen.
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because this involves changing the parts of the master plan.
Which have to be updated next year anyway.
That's a good timing. I mean, it's not something that can happen overnight.
No.
The master plan has to be updated by the end of next year.
Right, and this is a way to do it.
One of the elements.
One of the elements.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put that on the table as a start, just so everybody sees where we might be able to go. So then approval of the minutes for November 5th.
So moved.
Any changes or modifications or such? Arnold, you anything or
I
no?
wasn't here for that
Oh,
meeting.
you were right.
There's
Okay.
one thing, let me grab the minutes, that the communications, the Franklin High School aviation teacher has been lined up for a session, but I don't know exactly what the session is.
Sustainable aviation fuel.
That's what I guessed, but alternative jet fuel.
Sustainable aviation fuel. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, so with that change that Ted made,
Okay, then that's the only change? Okay, we can vote to accept the minutes. with that change.
Okay. So moved.
So moved, everybody in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Correspondence, I've got two letters from the state of New Jersey, which is a change. The first one is that they're going to replace the Griggstown Causeway Bridge, which is, I think
Wow.
that's the one, it's a one-lane bridge.
Yes.
Letters to inform,
Well, the one-lane bridge is the one over the river.
right,
This is the bridge over the canal.
that's this one. This one says the replacement of the Chapel Hill Drive Bridge. Chapel Drive over the Delaware and Raritan Canal, Township of Franklin. Letter providing legal notification, application for a flood hazard area individual permit and freshwater general permit will be submitted to the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, Division of Land Resource Protection for the project included on the map. The project proposed consists of replacement of the Chapel Drive Bridge with a new two-lane bridge. Additional project components include complying with ADA, bicycle, and pedestrian, raising the roadway profile to maintain existing freeboard over the canal water surface. So that's this one.
It's from
And there's a map showing where it is.
From DOT, right?
No, this is from the state of New Jersey. Yeah, it is from the DOT. Yeah. And this one says replacement of Griggstown Causeway, CR 632, over the Delaware Raritan Canal structure. Township of Franklin. Same wording. Proposed project consists of replacement of the Griggstown Causeway Bridge with a new two-lane bridge. Additional project components will include bridge widening to comply with pedestrian and accessibility requirements and raising the roadway profile. And so that was
Where's
the,
Chapel Drive? Where's the first one? Oh, that's at Zarephath. That's not a Greekstown. So one's at Zarephath.
that's one on, what's that one? Yeah.
Greekstown is
That's Greekstown.
Right. And this is the other one.
See, this is Franklin Park here. Chapel Drive's up here.
Yeah.
This is like that, right there.
So they're both in Franklin Township.
Yeah, that's a big deal, that bridge.
That is.
It doesn't give any start dates?
No, they have to get approvals first.
And how long will it take them?
It depends, you know. I'm waiting 4 years to get an approval. I'm waiting 4 years for approval for LED powered solar light crossings on the causeway and the Delaware River, all that area. Now, everything's done except DEP. All the other approvals are done. If they get that, they'll start going out for bid, maybe by the spring to actually start working. 4 years. I found my first letter from 2021. So that's public comment and correspondence. Oh, and we didn't do public comment. Anybody, motion to,
So move.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody have any comments? Jane? Jane?
I don't know.
Jenny.
Welcome back.
Welcome, welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
Bill, anything new?
Back.
No, I just heard going back to you.
You staying or?
Good.
For a little.
You're allowed to make any comments if you want.
Okay, I'll probably be fine. I'm fine, not as far away.
Okay. There's no site plans.
We have no site plans again.
And then one
Oh,
meeting
let
with
me,
like,
that's
I
one
know,
other
right,
thing.
yes.
I want to bring everybody up to date on B9. There was a hearing, and there's going to be, the judge has set December 18th, I think it is, or 15th, for a hearing on the people that are objecting to various, for the judge over the planning board voted 9-0 against the B9 warehouse. The judge overturned that, and now he's getting comments from the plaintiffs saying, hey, you know, we object to these 4, we object to these 2. There were 30 conditions, and 2 of them, both the intervener and B9 objected to, and 2, just the B9 objected to. My guess is the judge is certainly not going to accept 11 and 22 because it's sort of moot, time of application, those kinds of things. The other 2 I'm not sure about, but that's due in December, So then he'll have a decision sometime in January, and then the board will have to meet again to vote on all these things and do all the stuff.
You said there's gonna be a hearing on the 19th?
He's supposed to come out with a decision.
Oh, okay.
Or no, you're right. It's a conference of the opponents and the judge, I guess.
Is that a public
I don't
conference?
think so. I'm not sure. It just
I
said,
think so.
let me see if I can find it. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, well, they've been talking about this, replacing those bridges for years, but they move glacially slowly.
The replacement of the
it.
Griggstown Causeway is in the Somerset County, emergency management plan, because it floods bad there and it like causes a lot of, yes, it's a choke point, it leaves people in vulnerable situations, so it's still gonna probably take quite a while, but.
Judge Menon rendered a decision dated April 24th, vacated the planning board, made the B9 application. Court set the following governing for remand and imposition. The planning board adoption of the resolution was due, containing the reasonable conditions, was due October 31st, and they sent that in. Objections, if any, by the parties to the reasonable conditions were due November 17th, just, yeah. Case management conference will be December 18th, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. I think that's just a conference between the intervener, the plaintiff, and the township, and the judge. I don't know that those are open to the public, but it may be. CWAG is the interveners. They objected to conditions 11, 15, 22, and 29. B9 objected to conditions 11 and 22. On December 18th, it is anticipated the court will address the objections and enter a final judgment or order incorporating the reasonable conditions. And then it goes into more stuff. Then after December 18th, the matter will then be ripe for appeal with new notices of appeal likely to be filed by the planning board and CWAG. So this could stretch into spring. So anyway, that brings you up to date on that. Okay, so we have new business, and I think Yvonne's not here.
Just walked
Oh,
in.
very good, good.
Timely.
New business, recommendation for the chair to the council. And I guess I make the recommendation that we accept Yvonne as a member of the
This
commission.
is for the chair, for the chair position.
Oh, the chairperson, oh, no, that's me, oh.
Yes.
You want to serve
You
again?
still wanna-
Sure.
Okay, we have to make a recommendation to council every year about the chair, because the chair for these, he's
I move that we
appointed.
recommend Paul to
Okay.
continue as chair.
Second.
I appreciate that. Well, the next one is for Yvonne.
Yes, so we have Robbins first, Walter second, for Paul to be chair again for
Right.
2026.
Yeah.
I'll call the vote.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will
Thank you.
write that up and send it to our council so that they have that.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Now we do recommendation for EC Commission to fill a vacancy beginning in 2026.
So we have
Is
the
that-
vacancy that Robin, we know, is unfortunately stepping down at the end of the year, which we're gonna miss her. It's gonna be hard to fill that spot, that's for sure. We do have interest from Javon. He's been attending our meetings. He's been really proactive. He sent an email, which I forwarded to all of you, that he is interested in potentially filling the seat. So again, the process is that if we receive interest from someone, if we agree to that, we send it into the township council for them to make the appointment. We cannot appoint it, so we can send a recommendation. It doesn't guarantee that that spot will be appointed, but that's the recommendation, so.
And we have his resume to go along with it.
Right.
He has sent his resume in, he sent his letter of interest in, yes.
Okay.
And remember that the normal process is the new appointment is the second alternate and
Correct.
everybody moves up.
And I did say that to Anne Marie when I wrote about Robin leaving. So the way it works, just so everyone here knows, our alternate, so that Maria is an alternate, right? And so is Ellen. So Maria would move up to full member, Ellen would move up to alternate 1, and then the new person would be alternate 2. Alternates have the same real, responsibilities. The one thing is that in the event that we have a quorum, really your vote is not, it's the quorum's vote counts,
Yeah.
but we still listen to your vote, of course. So, it's not like it's discounted. So.
No, we accept the alternates as here,
We
you're
do.
part of us.
We do, absolutely. Yes, you have all the same responsibilities as a full member, basically, yeah.
So, all in favor? Do we take a vote on that, or?
Well, so I guess, does anyone have questions or comments? So again, Javon, if he's here to answer questions, if anyone has any, and again.
I would just make a recommendation to Siobhan, go on the ANJEC website, Association of New Jersey Environmental Commissioners, and read the Commissioner Handbook, including the enabling legislation. It's good to know what creates this commission and what the commission is responsible for based on the legislation. And then you can read a great deal more about what ANJEC recommends, how effective commissions work. That's all in the handbook.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really
ANJEC.org. Okay.
It's a very helpful resource.
Thank you.
It's the first time we've had somebody with a real finance background, I think, on the commission, and that could be helpful. So, good.
Well, we have to make the recommendation, we have to make the memo, the recommendation, as a motion.
Yes, so all in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
All right, so I will send that memo to our clerk. Javon, if that does go through, it's appointed by council. Like I said, you'll receive something from our township clerk in the new year.
Okay.
So it'll still be a few months, well, not really that long, so about a month and a half before, but yes. Yep.
January meeting.
Yeah. So just so you know, so that's the process. So now that this has been done, we can send that memo and they'll make their appointment and then you'll be notified, so. All right, thank you.
Where do we give one of these clean?
Sure, why not?
I'm wondering whether I have to make it clear somehow in the minutes that this is not Jane Walker that was on the commission
Oh, yeah, you probably
a
do.
number of years
Oh,
ago.
Yes.
Jenny and I.
I looked at the
Collapsible.
Probably.
Okay, Ted?
Let's be generous, yes.
He did a lot about groundwater pollution in Franklin Park.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'll make it clear in the memo, so again, we don't have the problem we did, and I'll reach out to Ed about how, it's the alternate, we're moving everybody up and et cetera, so, okay.
Okay, good.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, now the third item is the budget recommendation. You have a budget listed. I saw that in your.
Yes, so the way the budget works is our budget is listed under the planning board. And so the last 3 years, we've been making recommendations to the planning board for the budget. And Mark incorporates it into the planning board budget. So all we do is basically send what our recommendations are to Mark, and he really never gives us any kind of problem. Now that we're talking about this lead
Yes.
thing, that is a recommendation we can put in for the budget. So if we
That's
need
what I
money, now's a
wanted.
perfect time. Now, I can, again, not guarantee that it's gonna be approved,
Right.
but if, it could be. And so I think we should go through the budget, well, we have to go through the budget and make recommendations. So last year, for example, the first thing on there is our annual ANJEC dues, $400. So that stays, because that's what it
And then
is.
you said that actually increased to $450.
It did increase to $450. Yes, Ted, you're right.
You
Thank you.
mentioned that in an
I
email.
did. You're correct. You're correct. Okay, so the budget for ANJEC dues has to go up to $450 because that's what it is. Thank you. The plaques actually went to $175 for the 2 plaques that we got this year. So we have to bump it up to at least $175 unless you want to bump it up to $200 to be on the safe side for next year.
The way things are going, that's not a bad idea.
Because everything is increasing.
So plaques, 200. Okay. Educational opportunities for environmental commissioners. I tried to get the actual expenditures from Mark before he left, but he didn't get them to me. I went through and kind of piecemealed like what we paid for the ANJAC Congress and some other things we went to. So it looks like we spent about 600 of that 750. So I recommend keeping it at 750 because maybe other members want to go to Congress next year, other things.
Yeah.
Okay, so education for us is, and like a new member we might want to send to training and things like that. So unless anyone here wants to bump it up.
Oh, 750.
And then we have signage, promotional items for events. We had it 700. So from what I can go back and look at, it looks like we spent only about 450. However, we can print more, skip the stuff. We can print more, so we might, and we got more.
We never found our tall.
No, and I went through my office.
We
It's
bought
somewhere,
that.
yeah.
And so somewhere is the artwork already.
Yes.
You might want to make sure you put your hands on that. Make
Yes.
sure was that in that 700?
Do we want to keep it at 700 or bump it up for promotional materials?
I would go.
You think eight?
I'd bump it up somewhat.
If we bump it up a little, we can print or we can like have giveaways at Franklin Day
Right.
or events that we have, whatever.
We're pretty active for $2,000.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maria, do we have any more of those night lights left, or did we give them all out?
We don't have anything of that.
Okay.
And we asked them.
Didn't they send us some more last time?
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
you got a new box.
I did. I have a new box in my office.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because you said
I brought-
giveaways.
I brought the keep the stuff,
Perfect.
everyone get their,
Well, the other thing is for events too, I know we talked about like if we have the films having like popcorn and stuff, that can come out of that line as long as it's approved.
Yeah,
so.
we've gone to the STEM events in the schools.
Yeah.
And, we.
Yeah,
What up, 1,000 maybe?
up to you guys. We don't have to use it all. It's a budget. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
So you want me to? I'm gonna write it down as 1,000. We have to vote on it at the end, so we can go through it piece by piece. I'll read it.
Yeah.
The last thing is if we want to put a new item in for the project of this lead project, and I can explain that to Mark, because it'll be me working on it with him.
You're
that
gonna need
comes-
more hours.
Either, if we put a line item in, then I can bill that line
That's
item,
what I
or
was
Mark
thinking.
can bill that line item, the professional, whoever that might be, if there's another professional, but we probably want to put another line item in for that. So you read it, and you said what was the fee that you saw?
8,000. And I was like, okay, it seems like the cohort, maybe the whole environmental commission, whoever wants to join, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Well, we
there's no
join
fee
as
for
a
that.
community. We join as a town.
Well, apparently there's a cohort, so there's a
Yeah,
team.
there's a
There's a
team.
team that needs to be, and that's why they have a webinar on tomorrow, right? At 1.
Yeah, December.
Okay.
Well,
How about-
But it said, even though there is a December 1st deadline, you can join any time. It said that, yeah.
Well, I would like to, I registered for the webinar because
Okay.
it's just.
Why don't we do this? For that lead item, since you're going to the webinar, can you tomorrow afterwards or the next day email me and tell me what the fee is?
Okay.
And if everyone here agrees, then we can
Yeah.
put that amount in, because I don't want to just pick a number,
And if
you
there's
know?
a first time, discount or something.
Because they mentioned Bank of America giving some funding.
Yeah.
It's
To see if
like,
there's And maybe we go in,
That's an old one, Ted.
for
This
half
is the
price.
new
We let Mark know, we lobbied hard, we're
That's
taking
from
advantage of every
2006.
discount we can.
Absolutely. And then in this budget, is there anything else that anyone can think of, any other projects or anything else that you want to make a request for?
I think you built up a couple things. That gives us some leeway as well.
Yeah, so we increased ANJAC by $50, we increased the plaques by $50.
Right.
We increased the signage by $300, so that's $400 increase from last year.
What kind of refreshments are we considering? I don't remember us getting refreshments to any events yet.
We didn't, but now we know this year, if we bump that line item up, and because we know last year we had some left over, you can get refreshments for, events. So if you want to get, like you said, popcorn for
Something for the senior center.
movies or, yeah. If you're having an event that you want to serve that, you can, as long as
It's
there's
not
budget money.
hospitality.
Keep in mind, the only thing I want to let you know is that in order to order that kind of stuff, it's not like we can just like that day be like, hey, I'd like to order whatever. Like, we have to pay by purchase order, so it takes time. So you gotta have that stuff planned out, yeah.
And what's the lead time?
I knew I
2
had
weeks
this.
probably,
This is
maybe a week and a half if
this is the
we,
certificate I got.
Wonderful.
How about, it's not maybe big financial item, but we go outreach to restaurants, keep the stuff, and, you know, it would be nice if we have a,
Yes.
Oh, yes.
something.
I also think if, I'm stepping down, but for things like this, skip the stuff, if we had just a plain business card that said Franklin Township
Oh,
Environmental Council, even if it
Right.
doesn't have our name,
Yeah.
Okay.
People ask me for that, exactly.
that has the municipality's address and it has the EC's email address.
Okay,
Very good.
so that can come out of the signage and promotional items, and I don't think that that will be that much money. One thing the Trails Advisory Committee did this year, that they all got T-shirts made because they all lead walks, so they got the orange
That's
T-shirts.
different.
That's something if
Yeah.
you wanted a T-shirt
That
or
would be
whatever.
nice for Franklin Day and
Yeah.
for these education sessions for people to wear the T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean, that can come out of promotional items, so we can use that budget accordingly, but I'm just putting stuff out there,
Yes.
so,
I think it's a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, probably, we tried the business cards and Vorlacher said no one time.
Yeah, so that was before we had a budget. So you guys never had a budget until
right.
2 years ago. There
No.
was no line items
Yeah,
for
I
now
mean,
there is. There's
When I
line
went,
items.
both stores said, do you have a card? So I'm writing out.
Right.
my-
Yeah, it looks so unprofessional.
It really does.
Yeah.
Why would they take us seriously?
So now that we have budget, we can charge things, and we have been doing it. So, which is good.
Good.
So,
Well,
yeah.
We ought to do that early in the
Do we
year.
have money left over in that part of the budget, this
We
year?
do. I think, so I didn't get the exact expenditures before Mark left, but from just a brief calculation, I think we have about $200-ish left
Because
over.
those cards, those business cards are very inexpensive. You could probably do that out of this year's.
Probably
budget.
could do it out of
When do
That's
you
what
have
I
to
was
spend
thinking.
the money by?
It's calendar year.
It's
So it's calendar
year.
year.
So
So
we
we have
get
till the end of the
Wonderful
year.
now.
Okay.
Wonderful. That's a good
Just
idea.
plain that says Franklin Township Environmental Commission with our email address.
And we have a
our
logo,
website.
use our
So
logo.
use the logo.
The logo, and I'll put the QR code to the
We
website.
developed actually the generic business card when we were ordering the big can.
Oh, you did? Yes, you did.
Does it
I still
the new
have
logo
that.
on it?
Those is the.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's great.
Do you want to put the township website on there also?
Yeah, we want to make sure that, I will check, but we
Put
want
how
to
much
make sure
room.
that it has,
Well, if you put the EC's website,
Right.
that's also the township, and the
Yeah.
EC's email.
Yeah, we can do
don't have
that.
phone number, but that's okay.
We can do that.
You can always write the phone number on the back of the card.
And write your own name.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, so we'll get, me and Stan will get the details on, because he did actually create that already, so we can just go through and modify it.
Good.
But right now, let me read to you back the budget, and then, we'll leave the space. So Maria, can you just make sure you find out what that amount is on the webinar tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out the
When you
email
go to the webinar, it'll
and
be
also put it in my calendar, so.
perfect.
The reason I developed the design is probably because it was planned to be made anyway.
I think that was the hope, yeah.
Yeah, so we have the money.
Yeah, we can do it.
Within this year's budget, we can do that.
So the lead is a one-time payment for a year, or is it
Well, there's
annual?
there's annual payments.
There have 5 annual payment, but also recertification is every 5 years.
Yeah, there's an initial, and then it's, but then what'll happen also, they do annual meetings around the country. And they have all the vendors and that kind of stuff are there.
It's from 1 to 2. I sign up, so.
Okay. So the budget would be the following. It would be, Anjac would be $450 for the dues. The plaques would be $200. That's for our environmental stewardship awards. Education for commissioners and opportunities would be $750. Promotional and event material supplies is $1,000.
That's where you get the card money from.
Right. And then we'll have a spot, we're going to add a 5th line in there, which will be for this lead project, and Maria's going to find out what the actual number is, and we'll enter that there.
And the program is called Smart Cities, right?
Leads.
It's
For
lead,
city certification.
yeah.
But it's Smart Cities.
No,
Use that because a lot of people don't know what lead is, but Smart Cities sounds very flattering.
Yeah.
So when we're talking to people, use persuasive language.
Okay,
It
so,
might be that not all of the fees would come due in the next year.
that's correct.
And it might be for a new municipality that's never done this. There might be some.
Yeah.
What this says in a good line, it says,
Have
lead,
president want to meet with the team, that means that they're really trying to help.
Yeah.
this says, lead for cities accelerators are short-term learning cohorts that help places get oriented to the rating system and how to use sustainability framework in day-to-day operations. New offering assists leaders new to lead for cities with collecting data, benchmarking sustainability performance, and navigating the certification process.
And I think samples of master plan
Yeah. Yeah.
documentation would be really valuable.
This is the map of where cities have already done this at various levels. And it shows 3 in Jersey, but maybe that's New York State, I'm not sure, because I was saw 2 on the list.
All right, can I just real quick, so we're on the budget right now, I just want to make sure. Yes, I need a motion, everything to get this memo in.
I move we approve the budget as Tara just read it.
Second. All in favor?
Okay, so Maria, once I have your info, I'll add it, and then I can send that memo to Mark Healy so he can put it in his budget proposal.
What should I ask them?
Awesome, yes, right? Like,
Well,
hello, how much? Yes,
Well, that's why I sent him, I left him an
Any
email.
substitute?
I sent him an email.
yeah.
So,
So, yeah, definitely, you can absolutely, work through me, because it'll be him and I working on it, most
well, that's why I figured we'd get
likely.
together with him and
Absolutely, yep,
explain what we're
yep.
trying to do.
That works,
And,
perfect.
your note about that Mayor Kramer is already a mayor city, something,
We were client mayor, where he did not recertify last
Oh, you
year.
did? No.
We did not, and so, is that on our agenda or no? I don't think so.
It's not.
It
It's
would've
not
been-
on,
No, it's not on.
But basically, I'll just give you the update on that, is that we did not recertify last year because we didn't get a lot out of it. It basically became like a paperwork thing where every year we had to recertify. But what was being offered back, we can get these webinars on, or, educational items through ANJAC, through Sustainable Jersey, so it just wasn't worth the time that it took to because putting the application together every year took a few hours, so it wasn't really worth
I think
the.
the Sustainable Jersey that we're doing will be a big help in this.
Oh, it is, yes, but it's like another certification program, but we're not getting like much out of it. Yes, we're not. So we didn't redo it. So
Is it paid service?
not a paid service, no. Nope.
Okay, so, we're up to skip the stuff.
So I added the new participants that I got from Maria and
Read
Robin.
the names aloud.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everybody
Let me
knows.
find them. Hang on.
We can all, if we're gonna spend money at one of these places, spend it where they're participating with us.
All right, hang on. So I asked that they be added to the website. I checked right before. They're not on there yet. So, who sent this to me? Maria. Okay, let me go on my email. Give me 1 second here. Alrighty. Bear with me. Let me see what I sent to IT. That's probably easier because I have it in a good format. Online help. Okay. Here we go. All right. So it is at Lixo Pizza Palace, and that is located at 920 Hamilton Street. How do you say this, Maria? Can you?
Okay.
Altoque Peruvian Restaurant, 724 Franklin Boulevard. All of these restaurants will enter on November 7th. Punta Cana Grill, 695 Hamilton Street. Veggie Heaven, which is 920 Hamilton Street. And Yummy Yummy Chinese Food, same plaza, 920 Hamilton Street. So we asked that these be entered onto our website. So it's their name, their address, their website, and the date they entered, all November 7th.
Plus
Robin gave me
IHOP
IHOP.
in Franklin Park on 27.
IHOP.
I did McDonald's, Rutgers Plaza off of Easton.
Did
Oh.
they agree?
Yes,
Oh, good. Did they put the cling up, or they're gonna put the?
I put the
cling
cling up.
Oh, you did.
I have a picture of that.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so McDonald's. What was? Let me write this down. So it's add IHOP, and you said McDonald's on East.
McDonald's, Rutgers Plaza, Easton.
Because I'm gonna follow up with the 2 I went to,
Okay, so
and I
that's.
can,
I think I
I
went
can
forward,
search.
And what What day was that you did it? Do you remember the date by any chance?
Check the full picture.
Yeah, check the picture. You know, when you,
Mine was a week ago today, so it's at the 10th.
okay, yeah.
Is verbal acknowledgement that they are enough for us?
I mean, if you know that they put the cling up like that, then I think that's good enough, yeah.
I put the cling up.
Yeah.
And I was really pleased at the IHOP, the woman said, we're already doing this. She said, when you go on our website to order, you have to check a box saying that you want the plastic cutlery included. And
Oh.
she said, this is a very worthy program. I'm very glad you're doing this. From the manager, so that was nice to
Yeah,
hear.
well, with mine, I sort of, the store managers, they gotta go back to the owners. Both Jersey Mike's and Moe's are franchises. And the
Tara?
owner.
I did it November 7th.
Oh, November 7th, okay, perfect. That's good enough, okay.
And I have two
Sure,
more.
it's a good idea to bring it up now, but would it be better to develop some sort of one-page badge? And when they say yes, we'll ask them to state the name and the signature and date it?
I don't know, I'm worried that's gonna make them be like, oh, forget this, you know?
Yeah, you put too many hurdles in front of them.
Yeah.
What I suggested when the three of us put our heads together last Sunday, a day that, mind you, there's no manager or owner anywhere in a restaurant on a
Right.
Sunday. I think it would be a good idea if once a month, the EC sent out an email blast to those participants saying, thank you,
Yes.
you're making a difference, we're very pleased, let us know how the Environmental Commission can help you, just keep us in front of them, which will help keep them thinking about
We
it.
need to collect their contact information.
So the first
She's
email,
got it off the business cards.
Are these on too? They did it as well? Oh, cool, okay, so also we got Kennedy Fried Chicken Halal, 629 Hamilton Street, and what's the name of this place?
Recess Spices, and both of them,
Recess
we had a long
Pastas.
conversation, and they actually asked them if they need the stuff, because they're tired of seeing them in the way.
They are, great. And I also got a commitment from the owner of Korean Barbecue Grill on Hamilton Street. I'm gonna go see his brother who runs the restaurant, and he said he'll be very happy to participate. So that's John Park, who's really active in the chamber.
Are you still doing the video for Keep the Stuff?
No, I have not gotten to that. I know that PJ really recommended that. It hasn't been a priority. It would be a good idea, but
are they on our website, these businesses?
They've been requested to be put on our website, so I checked before, they're not up yet, but I put the request in on 11/10,
That would be a
so.
nice email to send out for your
Yes.
website.
yeah, here you are, and a link to their listing.
Exactly.
So I requested the first 5 to our website on 11/10. So I just checked before, it's not up yet. So I'll follow up when I ask to add these and this one.
Yeah, and maybe if, once they're all up, if our email address could send out an email to them.
Yep.
And congratulations and, something.
Yeah,
You're
absolutely.
making a commitment and a difference in Franklin Township, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe we can write an article celebrating them, writing the list of them and saying, okay, if you didn't adopt the program yet, contact us and we can add you there.
Yeah. Jenny is working on an article for us from the consumer point of view and the business point of view. She could incorporate that right into the article, whatever the latest list is. Or go to this address to see the latest restaurants.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do something on composting on January 8th, we could also do a commercial for those on the list. Well, we've got the public in the room.
Yeah, that works.
These are businesses that are paying attention to the environment, and we want to acknowledge them and thank them and let people know. And then you can ask those people, go to their favorite takeout place
Exactly.
and ask them to participate.
You want to put a list together that you can hand out to people also, the names of the restaurants?
We could just do a screenshot from the website even by the 8th.
Yeah, absolutely. That works. Yeah, cool, I like it. All right, so that's going well.
And there's new materials here.
We might need some more.
We
Yeah, I
have
want to take a few more.
these are updated. Stan did a beautiful job on,
Oh,
and I had them printed on cardstock. My gift,
look at all those.
my gift to the EC.
At the McDonald's, they had 3 drive-up windows.
Give them one each for the drive-by.
Yeah.
These are the ones I have been using.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And those are laminated, so
These are laminated too, so please help yourselves.
these are not
Laminate out, I like.
cardstock. Laminated was too expensive. I spent $88 on these. I was
Oh,
not-
wow.
I was not- Laminated was $200. I was not-
Yeah, well, technically it's supposed to be approved first.
There's a lot of stuff.
That piece is for the restaurants, easy in your hand. Yeah.
I got a couple other things.
Barbara, please, Jenny, feel free to help yourself with stuff. If you go any place where you do takeout, ask them to participate. We have a window frame sticker that looks like this. Oh, it looks great. And this is artwork done by a young person in Montgomery, so it's a Somerset County young artist. Very nice. So we should take some of that.
Basically, if you go to the takeout place and they agree to participate, then you can give them a cling for their front door or their drive-up window, and then just tell me the name of the restaurant and the address, and we can add it to the directory.
Them all?
Yeah. I feel like we're with them. I'm gonna take.
Go back to the Mo's and the other one.
For restaurant, did you want to?
Thank you, everybody, for your enthusiasm. We'll get all this done, and then the state will finally pass the law, and it'll be law. But right now, we're looking for voluntary homes,
okay.
it's not yet the law. But if that's what it takes,
Given to them, or they're?
restaurants.
Restaurants.
Oh. Takeout place.
Takeout, yeah.
I wanna hit that cute little
They
button.
say yes. They have to put this in
Between
there.
the two, and then there's a Indian place right next to it. Mo's. There's a whole bunch of the restaurants on that
That's
side.
the cling, Barbara, it looks like this. Looks like this, they put it on their window.
And this is what you can tell them, these are the benefits of participating. That's for you.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
I don't do that.
Excellent.
Jersey Mike's, that's
Okay.
All right.
Everything else.
It's like Jersey Mike's.
Update from the Inject webinar.
On the
Rolling out a stormwater
It's like, oh my
last
God.
week.
I went to the ANJAC webinar, I attended it on the stormwater utility. It was called Rolling Out a Stormwater Utility and How to Do That. They talked about what the enabling legislation is, so that we can refer back to that. Maplewood has done one, and they kind of like provided a case study of how they went through and did it. They actually started this by applying for a grant in 2019, and the first bills went out last year. So they were like, just know it takes some time to get it going, but they think it's been worth it. So the way that you set the formula is you figure out the entire cost of what the stormwater management program is, and then you divide it by the impervious area, which we have, because they said, well, we had to do an impervious coverage assessment and a green infrastructure plan from Rutgers, which we've already done, so we actually have that. That comes up with the stormwater rate, and then you spread it evenly, you spread it across the residences based on how much impervious coverage they have. So it's.
Did they do commercial or only residential?
They did commercial and residential.
Because I understand in commercial, we already have something.
We have, so our stormwater management program, I guess, does assess certain businesses, a certain way. What else? Underfunded expenses that can be paid by the revenue from a stormwater utility include pipe repairs, stormwater renewal projects, and capital improvement projects. So it's you can use the funds that you get for a lot of different things. The fees and the credits are required for properties that meet the requirements of the act. So once you put the stormwater utility into place, you have to apply the formula to all the properties, obviously, which makes sense. You can't just, randomly, yeah.
I know people are gonna say, not another fee, but they know stormwater is a real problem for us.
Absolutely. The township of Maplewood, of course, bills itself. So we do the same thing, like at the Open Space Trust Fund, at the Open Space Advisory Committee, we go through every month the expenditures. We bill ourselves for water, electricity, and all that, for sewer. So the same thing, the township bill of Maplewood bills itself. So the municipal facilities, roads,
They all
the
pay.
county roads, the state roads, they get assessed a fee as well for impervious coverage. The fees collected are put in separate accounts and used only for the eligible stormwater improvements, which makes sense. Maplewood's total revenue last year on this, it was $880,000 that they made. There is a 5% fee that has to go to NJDEP for the administration of the program, so it's 5% of your gross revenue, and then the rest you keep
What does
for.
the state do in its administration?
I guess basically they kind of like give you help you with the funding, technical assistance. It's like an overall administrative fee.
I think if I remember right, Ted, you were at that meeting with us when we met with Carl Hauk and DEP. I think the commercial stormwater money they collect is not dedicated to this.
No, because I believe
in
they
the general
collect
fund.
it, yeah, and it's not, because it's not a stormwater utility.
If I remember right, Warnlocker didn't want to touch it because he likes having that extra little money if he needs
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what that situation is, but I do know that it's not technically a stormwater utility unless it meets the requirements of the enabling legislation.
Okay.
So that's the next thing I have to really review and kind of get
Well,
into.
maybe with Ed's help, we can
Yeah.
move
Yeah.
Warnlocker off of that.
One thing that was interesting is that the township engineer from Maplewood was on the call. He's the one that really administers the program. And he said the two main things to be aware of is that there was a ton of education that has to be done, a ton. Residents have to understand this is what it's going to look like on your bill, this is what it's going to cover, this is why we're doing it, and it has to be everywhere. Website, webinars, in person, mailers. He said do as much education as possible. And the other thing is that there has to be a process in the enabling legislation that allows customers to appeal or to basically request a credit. So they might say, well, listen, you calculated this incorrectly. I actually have a little more impervious. I actually have pervious pavement that you didn't calculate. Or I'm going to rip this up and put in a rain garden of this size. And you have to have someone that is going to help them with that. So he basically just kind of said those are the things to really pay attention to. I thought it was a really good webinar, great case studies. Andrzej did a good job as always. So I pulled up the enabling legislation. It's a lot. I haven't gotten to it yet. So that's on my list of things to do is sit there and read the enabling legislation. And then there's a separate webpage under DEP about the actual how the program works. So I'm going to go through that. And hopefully for the next meeting, I'll have
And I wonder
more
if,
info.
does it make sense in the master plan, since we have to update land use, to make some reference to a stormwater utility so nobody can come back later and say you can't start this because it's not in the master plan?
It's something we can absolutely do. I mean, it's not required to be in the master plan for us to enable it, but honestly, and we know this from doing our own planning studies, having a foundational planning document or study is always a good way to.
It may come in
to
handy
justify.
later.
Yeah. So I will, for the next meeting, look up and review this legislation in detail. And we'll see what we can do from there.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good, yeah.
Okay. Do we have any more committee reports? We're done with. Okay, good.
Don't you want to do one on,
We are, you want to report? At the Education Committee, we are having a workshop
Seminar workshop,
seminar workshop about compost.
food waste composting. I had to dig up some of my old notes from when I did that with an environmental group. I'm kind of passionate about it, but I need to update because we mentioned some cities like Princeton. I want to contact them to see, did this fail? Did it grow? What kind of status? So I just want to do some updating.
and this is going to be on January 8th.
January 8th at the Senior Center at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah, I've pushed that to, there's an environmental group now in Canal Walk. And I've sent them that announcement. So you may see some people from there coming.
Oh, that'd be great.
So, but you need Tara to send out an email blast. It needs to get on the website, the social media, because this is right after the holidays. I don't want the message to get
We
lost.
have like 6 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. So just get me what you want posted. I'll get the social media. We can do a blast, website.
I made a flyer. You were copied.
I saw it. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to keep the photo?
What do you mean keep the photo? Do you want to use it or not?
Well, I put it in, but it's a little bit what's the word?
Dated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was looking through all my stuff and I knew I had something more recent and I couldn't find it, so that's.
If you want, I can take a photo of you today and
That will be it.
put it in.
I looked better back then.
The headshot.
We all.
You know.
What was the headshot you were looking for?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. The wall is.
Well, get me it's still a little early maybe to post it or no? Because it's a little less than
Right
2
after
months away.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We might not wait till
a month
after
before.
Thanksgiving, no?
Yeah, it's a month.
Right after.
Right after Thanksgiving, yeah. I'm worried if we do it before Thanksgiving, it might be like then lost, but the Monday after Thanksgiving, let's
Yes.
get it posted. So finalize it, get it to me, and then I'll get it posted and up and running. It's at the rec center, you said, senior rec
Yeah.
center?
And in
So
the
we
back.
might be able to.
There's the one in the
but-
back
If you
here.
put in for the business cards now, maybe we'll have business cards by
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And we can have some of this material there.
Yeah.
And a list of restaurants that are participating.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not a lot, yeah.
Well, maybe we could get, you know what, our refreshments, maybe we should order refreshments from those
Thinking of
places.
popcorn.
Yeah, for our events, yes, that's what we should do. Yeah,
Because
okay.
if we put, if in the email you mentioned there will be some live refreshments, I think we'll get more people.
I agree with you, it always happens.
Food brings people.
Yeah, right, it always happens that way, you do get more people, it's odd.
We should try and get the guys right here. At the corner.
Ellen said that she was gonna go there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
See if you can get them, and then we can use them to do the food.
Because they're just down the
And we
road
can
from me.
promote them,
Yeah.
because they're right around the corner from where the event's happening.
Somebody in that corner has applied for a dispensary permit.
They have.
And
They have.
They appealed it.
Yeah, they
Maybe we have
It
it.
was turned down, but
turned down.
I'm so tired of all these disputes.
They had very good arguments.
It's not as much fun as when I was in college and it was illegal.
Right, yes, the fun's been removed, all right.
This one is gone.
Any other?
Any other committee reports? No? We already did number G.
We did, yeah, we
We
did.
beat that one. And any other hot topics?
Well, just, if you guys probably saw the emails from Anjac asking for our help to call our assemblymen and senators and the governor about the Climate Superfund Act, the Skip the Stuff Act, and there was a third one that Anjac asked us to reach out. Please do that and make a phone call. I called all of them, and it makes a difference. They say one phone call is worth 100 emails, and one letter is worth X phone calls. I mean, a letter, not an email.
Not an email.
So doing a phone call, and it's fast.
Could you send out what you want us to talk
They
about?
tell you. If you look at your email from Anjac, it's right
Okay.
in there. It mentions the bill name, the bill number, and you dial that phone number, and they remind you of what you're gonna ask for. So right while you're on the phone, they're telling you, this is what you're gonna ask for, and then they connect you.
I was just at Assemblyman Danielson's office just the other day about improper labeling of baked goods.
Yeah, I'm on the Food and Water Watch, and they call me. They tell what to tell. They connect me.
Yeah.
And,
Super easy.
and when I call them, oh, you are calling about this? Yes. Okay, fine.
Everybody goes,
You
yeah.
know.
But please do it, because that's our best hope, is to get these things landed. They need to really hear from us.
Okay.
The only person I can never get is Egan. Egan Senior and Egan Junior. So I didn't vote for them.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
I hope that you got a hold of the other then. You know, that you
No, I know Senator Smith and I know Assemblyman Danielson.
Yeah.
Egan, you can never get a hold of them.
You voted for Republican? No.
Okay.
Well, at least he's shown up in Franklin Township.
Yeah.
which his father did once in all his years in the in the legislature.
So that's an improvement? Okay, good.
I think Joe Danielson got him to come.
Joe's a big
Jeff, one of his
presence from
assistants.
Franklin. Okay, so I guess then we're up to, unless somebody else wants to bring up something, we'll move on to potential partnership with the Astronomy Club.
So the Astronomy Club is still interested in coming to one of our meetings and making a presentation about dark skies.
Okay.
Because of the timing, I just wasn't sure when we should do it. So I know the beginning of the year, we kind of go through our priorities. The end of the year, I mean, is coming up kind of fast approaching. I don't know if we want to try and get them on a December agenda, or do we want to try and get them like at last?
We don't have too many, sorry,
No, you're okay, go ahead.
if there's not too many plans to review in an agenda that you know maybe you wanna.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't know now. You're right. So then we haven't had site plans review at the last 2 meetings. So
No.
there's a good chance we might get really like
Well,
a lot. Yeah, so I never know. But they're interested in coming. So I was thinking maybe of trying to do, I think in January we only meet one time. Isn't that right?
That's what I was going to ask you about. When is the meeting in January? I may or may not be able to make it.
We worked it, so yeah, leave me 1 second here. January 5th is our only meeting.
Okay.
And we usually do our priorities and everything there. So I'm thinking maybe telling them February 2nd or 23rd.
Okay, I can't
Does
make
anyone
the
have
January 5th meeting.
Okay.
I'll be in Florida.
Okay. Does anybody have any, preference about a short presentation they'll make? Nothing major. Maybe I'll offer them both, and they can let me know.
Isn't the 5th going to be when they're going to do the installations? That's the first Monday. That's what I was worried about.
No, I don't think so.
Are they going to do it in the
They
middle
usually
of
do
the
it
week?
on.
Oh, they do it the first Monday of the year?
No. Usually, I thought it was the first Tuesday.
Oh, well, that's still, then that's all right. It won't conflict with us.
I'm pretty sure we looked it up.
The council will have its first meeting on New Year's Day.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
think,
say, they-
because
yeah.
The re-elected have to be re-sworn in.
What
And that's a
month am I in?
Thursday.
Yeah, January. Okay, let's do January. Yep, that sounds good.
Walter, you could run the meeting on the 5th of January?
They don't have, so the council must not have approved their meeting dates yet for next year.
That's what I thought. I was trying to get
Yeah,
from Anne Maria.
January 1st, they usually do have a meeting to do the reappointments, so, no, we should be fine. I think we should be fine at least,
Okay.
so, I'm gonna offer them then either of the February dates, and then they can come and do their presentation. Hopefully we don't have a ton of site plans that day, but there's really no way to tell, so. Okay, that's the only update I have
Okay.
from them.
Leave the Leaves program. I heard good reports about the Mike Sadowski did the thing on the grass.
Yes, everyone
The trees.
enjoyed his
He's a good
presentation,
guy.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he does our entire canal walk operation.
2 meetings ago.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah, we talked about it.
right. Okay, and we've already done, the youth member thing is still
I
waiting.
still have so, yeah, nothing on that. Apparently, the ordinance, like for everything, needs to be updated to allow youth members, not just the EC. So I don't know how long that's
How
gonna be.
about the tree ordinance?
I haven't heard anything since, but I will say I didn't ask in the last few times, so I will ask again.
And dark
I know that
sky?
we were waiting on the tree manual or whatever to be fixed. What
Maintenance
happened
plan?
with that maintenance? So, did you guys get a draft of it from CME or no?
We've had 2 drafts, and I believe we sent the second one back to CME.
You did, with comments, or you did? Okay, so apparently the tree ordinance is waiting on that to be finalized, so now we know it's still under comment. The lighting ordinance, I'm trying to work this angle with the Astronomy Club as a way to kind of be like, hey, we're getting present. Yeah, so working on it.
Okay, well, I think we're up to, any other old business?
Just, Tara, I sent you an email asking if the township could help with a perhaps some excavation for rain garden at site number 16 in the
Yes,
township? Okay.
yes. So I haven't heard back from Bob yet. He's been out. He was out. Then this week happened with the League of Municipalities, so I haven't really been able to connect with him. But it's
you got it.
yes, yep,
Thank you.
yep.
Okay. So,
At the last meeting, we've talked a little about flood maps. And I believe, Tara, you were saying that you could produce something and put it on social media.
Yeah, so that would be like it's going to take some time, but we can use the GIS layers that are available through DEPs. It's called GeoWeb. And also the New Jersey Flood Mapper. So those are like two sources where you can get the layers. So I can give those to our IT department and they can produce the maps, or I can try to produce the
Do we need
maps.
to produce the maps, or can we just put the link on the website and let people go?
We can put the link, but it'll link to everything, and then the user will have to go through Flood Mapper and identify what specifically do they want to look
I
at, which is
think
okay.
Presenting the map directly would be much more effective.
But
Yeah.
if the maps get updated, we have to be constantly
Correct.
checking.
Correct. So we can start with the links as like a, hey, are you interested if you're in the flood zone? Are you interested if you're in a repetitive loss area? We can start that way. But I agree. I think that if we can just like whittle it down to Franklin Township and have like the easiest way for
Is
the
there
person to look at
can't
it.
you get a link that specific to Franklin Township?
Well, you can, but it takes some manipulation of the website. And so it can be done, but it's like, I think people might find it to be a little...
Because I think of, remember the interactive environmental resource inventory I
Yes.
talked about, Reading Township? I mean, they have so much of that kind of information for their residents. They go on and they can see it, and it's
Correct.
all live and correct.
They have probably taken the approach where they've taken these layers and like clipped it to their township so that when you're doing the search, the more you can take out for the user, the better.
So
Yeah,
Princeton Hydrology, who did that work for them, maybe did all that.
probably, most likely, yes. And it's not a ton of legwork because the data's there. You're not creating new data, but you're just like putting the necessity.
Get the
Yes,
noise out of it.
yes, which helps. You
Yeah,
know.
and so that might be a future consideration for a budget item. If we could
Yeah.
get expertise
Yes.
like a Princeton Hydrology, so we could make those resources available
Yeah.
to the municipality
Yeah.
residents.
Well, now our grants are closed out with Sustainable Jersey and our certification is done, so we can now apply for another $10,000 or $20,000 grant in 2026 from Sustainable Jersey. So doing a project like that might be good, doing an
Digital ERI.
digital ERI, and then the flood mapping is part of it. So
Yeah.
maybe
The
it's
flood mapping
time to
would
think
be in
about
it.
applying for another grant, because now we're all closed out. I just did the final report for our residential energy efficiency campaign, and our plans are all adopted, so we actually can now apply as soon as this calendar year's
When you
over.
go on and you're looking at a scan of a PDF, that looks pretty schlocky.
Yeah. Okay, I like it. I'll look into it, yep.
very good. Okay. So now we'll reopen the floor, motion to reopen the floor for public comment.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any comments from anybody in the public here?
Yes.
Thank you.
One thing with the budget, could we add in money to get our signs for legal use and safe from now?
Oh, that's a good.
Yes, so that can come out of the signage budget, but if we need more, so how much were the signs, remember?
We were discussing it last time. We should get double size in each direction,
Yeah.
so it's easier to read.
So we upped the budget for that as part of this, so I think we can cover it, but yes, that is something that can be
Okay.
paid out of that budget,
Yeah,
so.
we can make that
When if you can or you and Stan together can get like an actual image or exactly what you're looking for to me, I can look and see if we have an item for it in our
We've already
printing
done
bid.
We've
Yeah,
already done them, we just did save them on one side and.
Correct.
And
yes,
leave the leaves on the other.
Right.
We just make them signs that have the same image on both sides.
the same image on both sides. Well, they made them.
Yeah, if it's the
We need to make
actual
'em.
same, sign itself, just with the two sides being the same thing, it's
Yeah.
probably going to be the same price, and I'm sure that.
I would think
My mom
so.
ordered them, she has.
Yeah,
them.
so our price is gonna be different than what you guys ordered, so if you can tell me exactly, we're looking for this size sign, Do I need the lawn stakes? It's gonna have the same image in color, not in color. Then I can go through our printing bid and be like, here's a sign, here's how much it costs, and then we can order it that way.
Okay.
It'd be probably cheaper than what you
Probably.
just paid.
Did we want to have one sign double printed for each campaign, or two signs double printed the same campaign? You know what I mean?
Leave the leaves, and then a separate sign that says save the mow.
Yeah, today we had one sign for both campaigns, so
Right.
we're kind of saving on plastic.
But it's easier if it's the same message on both sides.
Yeah, definitely, I feel like depending on the road you live on.
Well, I have one of each, and I had a nice angle, so you're only reading the one. With this north wind, guess what they read? The other side. And I went out there every day, and I put it back in the ground, and, yeah. It's
Just get me, you
confusing.
know what, if you can get me, like, say your mom had, like, whatever order she put into anywhere, if you send that to me, then that will give me the dimensions I need to look
quote.
at, and then I can figure out, and how many you want, or how many you think we should have, and then that'll help me figure out the cost, and where to order from, because we have printers on our printing bid, basically, so we already have, like, a kind of like a contract with them, so that's who we have to use for certain things, so, like, for example, like, I have to order hunting signage and buttons every year. Our bid, like, requires me to order the buttons from someone and the signs from somebody else. So that's how it is, you know? So, yeah.
I just found my U.S. Green Building Council membership. It was in the
Oh,
book.
nice.
There you go.
So, thank you for your comments.
Thank you, Jenny.
I would just have a quick question. You mentioned the lighting ordinance you're trying to get passed. What is the ordinance?
It's to update our existing lighting ordinances to meet the dark sky recommended ordinance.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, if you go into darksky.org.
Yeah, I know all about them, yeah.
Right now, our ordinance just says how much foot candles you could have at the property boundary.
Okay.
That's all. It's
Well, and it
really-
requires the shielding, the shielded
Yeah.
fixtures, but it's only for new projects. So we're trying to get it up to date with what Dark Skies requires in terms of color and temperature and, you know, everything. So, yeah.
And we talked about getting some, what is it called? Community safety, life safety, what are they called? The police department.
Oh, yeah, the community engagement or community
Right.
relations bureau.
And we'll
Yeah.
do that with the Dark Sky people, the
Yes.
astronomy club.
Yeah. Yep.
So we get the safety people in so they can address people's concerns that if you follow this new recommendations, maybe it won't be as safe.
Yeah.
We want to answer those before they raise them.
They don't understand that for safety, you don't need really bright
Right.
illumination.
You can't see
It actually
anyway.
blinds you.
It's not
Yeah.
like your desk light, you know.
Correct.
So is the astronomy club sort of like the authority on all of this locally?
No, the astronomy club, so I work with them on our open space properties law because they request the use of the John Clyde Memorial Native Grasslands Preserve for a lot of their observations. But they are very interested in dark skies because obviously they want to keep the skies dark for their observations. And their president is a dark skies ambassador.
Okay.
So he is educated in it and he goes and does presentations. And so we figured him giving a presentation to us and the Open Space Advisory Committee would be really
Yeah.
helpful in kind of like getting the message out.
Yeah.
I do wonder if he maybe wants to set up a table at the composting event.
Oh, they probably would.
Idea.
They probably would, yeah, absolutely. Can you just email me, Jenny, and ask me for their info in case, just send me an email and say, oh, can I have the information from the astronomy club? And then I'll send it to you and you can, oh wait, I'm sorry, no, you're not doing the food composting. Ellen, you are. Ellen, I'll send you the contact info. His name is Ron Urasaidi, and so he's great. He's really good, so yeah.
We probably love an opportunity to promote what they're doing.
Yeah, and actually their meetings are now held at the senior rec center.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're held there now. They're at the same time as our open space advisory committee meetings. So, but our trails advisory committee actually in the last few months, they are now the sponsor of the Franklin Township Astronomy Club. So that gives them the ability to hold events here at the township and, they have use of the grasslands for their observations. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And I think, thank you, everybody. Motion to adjourn.
A motion to close the
Oh,
public.
Motion to close the, yes.
So move.
Second.
Second. You want to add something?
I do.
Oh.
I realized new business. So I was getting ready for the stream cleanup 2026, and I inspected 3 of them. Mile run as usual. I found that the encampment has moved further backwards. And at the time of inspection, I brought my daughter just to make her a little bit of aware of the inspection looks like. We did not have the guts to approach them close, but it was active. We were not able to count how many people were there, but the amount of garbage is not as bad as it was in some prior years. Needless to say, there is some. The second stream, Sealy's Run, it needs cleanup. And also, I was curious about, because last time you were talking about I think it was 6 Mile Run in the section of Middlebush Road, and when it goes all the way to Canal Road underneath the canal and all the way to
the
river, Millstone. So I was there to see whether there is any appreciable amount of garbage. No, there was no human, related. It's kind of wherever you see people, you see garbage, and because that area is not really heavily populated, so any flooding that is in that Middlebush Road area, it's the natural.
But that's not the 6 Mile Run. The flooding is north of the 6 Mile Run.
What is the run? 3 Mile?
No, there is no run right there.
But there is
where
a
the flooding
stream.
happens.
Yeah.
It may be a stream. It may just be the accumulation in the.
Yeah, it is the stream that is going through Middlebush Farm, and then it continues.
Yeah, that's not the 6 Mile Run.
Okay.
I don't know the name, but it's
Middlebush Brook. Okay, Middlebush Brook. Yeah, but yeah, Middlebush Farm, Middlebush Brook,
It runs along the brook that runs alongside South Middlebush Road.
Yeah.
Finally goes under it, and then further down it goes under Blackwell's Mills Road.
Yes.
And it probably runs into the 6 Mile Run. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. So, there is nothing to collect, but
You mentioned Sealy's as one.
Yeah, so last year we did, or this year I should say, 25, we did Mile Run. I think we should go to Sealy's Run.
I think that makes sense too.
And looking into the calendar, we always do Saturdays. So the Saturday around that time is April 10th. I forgot when is the Easter, but there is no conflict. Easter isn't it actually before?
Changes every year.
So
in March this year, right?
yeah.
Let me see. No, I think it's in April this year, but I think it's earlier. Hold
Earlier
on one
because
second.
That's what we're getting the
It's April 5th.
spring break.
Yeah. So that's why I thought 5th is Monday.
April 5th, Sunday.
Sunday.
Easter,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah. Okay. So April 10th, I would suggest.
That would be a Friday.
The
then.
11th.
April 10th a Friday. Yeah, so April 11th. Yep.
11th.
Yep.
That's why I was.
That's what
Okay.
it was, yeah.
April 11th, Sealy's Run.
Okay.
Okay. We can start working on that.
Same time, same. Yeah.
Okay, great.
What's the exact address by Sealy's Run?
We've done it before. We could look it up.
Okay.
Yes, it's assembly will be at the upper section of the parking lot where is IHOP. I forgot the name of the plaza. It's not Rutgers Plaza. Rutgers Plaza is just next to it, but isn't it actually Somerset Plaza or Franklin Plaza or something like that?
I think that's Somerset Plaza.
Plaza?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we have the beginning of that, so that's good news.
I have some photos which I'll upload to that folder so that we have, and we have already good night. We have already interest from the Franklin High School Environmental Club at the school by itself.
Nice.
So they will definitely join us. This will be again partnership with Lower Raritan Watershed Partnership. And the usual stuff.
That'd be great.
Yeah, they're right next door.
Yeah. So okay, so we are set up for April 11th.
Yes.
Series Run. Good. So I can keep advertising it now.
All right, so then a motion to adjourn is in order.
Yep.
So
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.